Ghana Premier League match day 5 and so 8 ɛreba so. Ghana Football Association and afei so no Referee Association of Ghana and so 8 ɛtena ase ɛde officials a wɔn nso betumi awuram ɛde matches no nyinaa din ɛtumi aba abɔnten. Heart to folk and so 20-man squad a ɔpanyin a ɛfrɛ no sɛ Abubakar Watara ɛne ɔpanyin a ne din ɛde Nanayaw Amankwa atena ase no. Enso edomu nsɛm nyinaa nso no ɛtumi ba Poi a ne din ɛde ne ɛfa no sɛ ɛyɛ Kwabena Boateng a kyerɛ sɛ ɔno nso nnɛ ogyina squad no. Michael Ampadu is back a kyerɛ sɛ yɛde ɔmo ho nsɛm nyinaa no ɛnso so ɛtumi ɛde ɛba na biribiara so no ɛtumi akɔ so kamakama. Ɛnɛ space ɛwɔ X meeting ɛkɔɔ so a kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ easy koraa no ɛwɔ panyin a ɛfa no sɛ Delali Anku-Adiama ɛnso so ɛwura mu ɛbrɛ a wɔne supporters ne bi hyiahyia mu a wɔn nso di nkɔmmɔ na yɛn mma mu so atumi atie bi some of the questions a supporters ne bi nso ebusaeɛ and then answers a wɔn nso ɛtumi ɛde mu wɔn na biribiara so no ɛtumi akɔ so. Ne first time ahwɛ dwumadi a subscribe share for comment no ɛnso to comment section hɔ na biribiara so no ɛntumi ɛnkɔ so kamakama. Before no yɛn ha seɛ ɛnso ɛntumi ɛmfiri Ghana Premier League match day 5 officials no na afei yɛmfa ɔmo ho nsɛm no ɛnso so ɛntumi ɛmbra ɛmɛsom yɛn atiefo league anaasɛ match day 5 ɛbɛha sɛ Friday ɛna kyerɛ sɛ day 5 no ɛnso so ɛtumi hyɛ aseɛ Friday 4th October. Hartlepool ɛne Aduana FC ana ɛde ɛbɔ our University of Ghana Stadium. Referee ɛyɛ Dari Abdel Latif ɔno na mpanimfoɔ ato wɔn nsa ɛde afrɛ no. Assistant no yes Sulemana Saliu Din ana afei Halilu Al-Hassan ɔmo na ɛbɔ ama game no so ɛtuma wɔ so. Fourth referee ne Dr. Emoro Osman na match commission ɛnso so ayɛ Richard Osei Yaw ɔno so betumi abɔ ama game no ɛnso ɛtumi aba so. Richard Sena ɛnso ɛvɛ media officer nti nyambo a Hartlepool ɛne team a ɛfa no sɛ Aduana FC game ɛba so 6 o'clock PM no ɛbɛkyɛw referee Adari Abdel Latif ana ɛtumi gyama da game no ɛnso ɛtumi aba so. Saturday Mediama FC ne Heart of Lions ɛnso so tie ne stadium no. Referee Delali and assistant line 1 ɛyɛ Kwesi Brobe, line 2 ɛyɛ Theophilus Akugri and Salom Yellow Breast no ɛnso ɛbɛyɛ 4th referee. Na Sunday so no Asante Kotoko ne Accra Lions game no Lincoln Sports Stadium no referee Afonso ɛyɛ Atiapa ɛnso betumi ɛgyinam. Afei line 1 ɛyɛ Ali Timwapa, line 2 ɛyɛ Abdul Salam na afei 4th referee na Franklin Akomate ɔmo na ɛma game no so ɛtumi apa so. Afei Kara United ne Samatex no Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium referee Amadou Ibrahim, line 1 no so no ɛyɛ ɔpanyin ɛfa ne sɛ Isaac ɛyɛ Dudu, line 2 ɛyɛ Michael ɛyɛ Alogme na 4th referee na Prince Okoto Ntiamoa ɔmo nso bɛhwɛ ma da game no ɛnso ɛtumi aba so. Afei nso Threman ɛne team ɛfa ne sɛ Legon Cities Nana Kramansa Park referee Nathan Anafo, line 1 Isaac Asante, line 2 Al-Hassan Abdullah Kugoro ɔno nso betumi abɔ ama game no ɛtumi aba so ɛnso ɛtumi ɛwɔ hɔ. Afei Bibiani Gold Stars ɛne Bechem United Bibiani Dance Park Moro referee Moro Idrisu Gabriel Boateng and Henry Essel Bidiako ɔmo assistant referee. 4th referee no Rastom Gamare Soginabe ɛnso so ɛka wɔ. Afei team my friends Brekum Charles and Young Apostles no Golden City Park no referee Julian Nuno, line 1 Emmanuel Ayer Daragbanu na Set Abreto and so line 2 4th referee no Hasim Yakubu ɔno so betumi abɔ ma da game betumi aba so. Na afei Dreams FC Nations FC Sunday Tuba Astrotef no na game betumi aba so. Lord Nate center referee Roland Ade and afei Gilbert Adom Mensah ɛnso so no assistant referee. 4th referee Robert Musei ɛnso ma game na team apostle. Afei Vision FC ɛne Basaki Holy Stars game no ɛnso ba so. Ni Ajay Kreku the second sports complex no na game na team ba so. Referee David Adane, line 1 Peter Dausa, na line 2 Tijani Mohammed, 4 Rafi Mohammed Miss Pau, Omanama game no, and so Etima Baswadi, among some. And so the Friday na the Black Stars of Ghana so squad no and so 8 a bar abontin the match against a my friend says Sudan no and as a squad no and so babontin a Friday and also so any easy hard to folk open your friends Abubakar Watara and the 2 goalkeepers and a kushia a team my friend say Aduana FC Benjamin Asari Kwasin Ketia defenders and say and a tier Kevin Osei SB Michael Ampadu, Toy and Eddie Michael Awa Mensam, Samuel Amufa, Ransford Mensam, Yaya Abtraman, on also Ekahon, a fay Uram or midfielders na Theophilus Collinson, Salim Adams, Mohammed Hussein, Rafael Amponsa, Martin Kakari, and a face Sani Mohammed. Almost so a midfielders, almost 80 minutes, a fay forward, and a boy, and a team. And so any yam yɛfa say Hamza Isa Asamoah Boateng Kwabena Boateng Mawuli Wajo Mankwa Bafi ana Stephen Apia Sankiki and so 80 count a senator Benjamin Asari Kwasin Katia Kevin Osesipe Michael Ampadu Michael Awua Mensa Samuel Amufa Ransford Mensa Yaya Abdraman Theophilus Collinson Salim Adams Mohammed Hussein Rafael Amponsa Martin Kakari Sani Mohammed and so Ekamafi Hamza Isas Asamoah Boateng Aya Afri Kwabena Boateng Mawuli Wayo Amankwa Bafi and Stephen Apia Sankiki almost so a players almost so 80 airport that's Nyambo and I say Friday almost so 80 Asia a tima your friend say Aduana FC at Seno so it was 6 o'clock p.m. na numero and I gave on so but the numero 6 o'clock p.m. na that gave on so 8 me baswa a day among some and so 8 me eba na meeting a course at yourself penny friend say Delali Anku-Adiama and so any supporters Nishia man Moritriana a course no a patriumco now for some of the questions and then answers are and also 18 course you see now one thing can be macram.
That in a way that maybe the fans can have a way of helping the team create its own brand. So should in case maybe we get a sponsor, we know that this shirt, maybe the hand is for the fans. So whatever proceed that is being gotten from something like this will be used to fund maybe fans going to watch the team away, maybe their transportation or something. And then also with respect to science, is there a way that we can beef up our technical team with respect to video analysts and then some technical let's take a science aspect of the game. I'm done.
We've asked about 5 in one question.
Yeah, there's like 5 questions in one.
Mr. Delali, I'm done.
Oh no, it's okay. So I'll try and remember them all of them. So if we start from the very first one, actually no, let's go with Figure for Life first because I think it's very important. Yes, so the money goes towards club operations, right? We don't segregate the money. Say, this coming in is for, and I said this coming in is for that. No, it all comes into one pool, and then from that pool is where we run every operation. So match the expenses. If you have to go and play at Nations, you have to get fuel, you have to get food for players, you have to get a whole bunch of stuff, right? So that's where the money goes. It goes towards running the club. And yes, we need to explain to them what the benefits are of Free for Life, what package. If you come at 2,000 a month, this is what you get. If you come at 100 cities a month, this is what you get as well. So it's very, very clear. Then everyone knows what they're doing. At the moment, I don't think that in terms of the whole sponsorship part, it'll be quite challenging to try and do. But if the money is just being say, hey, we want to give more to the club, the rights issue is coming up soon, which every fan will have a chance to participate in, right? So you actually own a bit of the club, which would be great. I think it's very important that, if you look at some of the models that we've seen around the world, some clubs are owned 100% by the fans, and it works. Right, so when the time comes up, please participate. Again, the money goes towards the club. It will go towards infrastructure. So if you go back to your original first question on and off the field, Again, off it, then you have what the club, what do we have as a club as in terms of infrastructure and on operations to make sure that we are sustainable, right? So that part will all kind of like fit in nicely. White issue goes towards players, so recruitment, operations, infrastructure is very broad, right? On the field, I think I can honestly say deep down that I have enjoyed our performances, all 4 games. Even the ones that we've been lost, I think I explained. They were very, very good performances. And I think, we have another one tomorrow, at Legon. Again, I'm sure it will be a very good match. We'll try and win the game as well. So from that point of view, on the field, I have already seen the progress and it's very, very good. January will come. If we need to strengthen any areas, I will look at it and I will, again, make sure coach is involved because we're now doing coach-led when it comes to coach, what do you need? Okay, this area, okay, fine. Bring the candidates. So we know on the field we're on a good path. Infrastructure again in a good place, and now it's just more like Jordan kicked out the fans. Just come and watch the game. When you watch Premier League, when you watch La Liga, when you watch everything else, you see their fans in the stadium all the time. Whether they win or lose, every week they are there, and they're not doing it because they agree 100% what the board is doing or they agree 100% with what the management is doing. They are there to say that regardless of what happens, management will come and go, whatever will come and go, but the club stays. So as long as the club stays, I will contribute towards that, and that's what it is. There to support the fans, the players, and the players get this. It's sometimes hard to explain. Until you've probably been there, when you're in your home ground and your fans are cheering you on, and you're tired, you will run. You have this belief, okay, you can't let these people down, and they do all of that because people are there. So for me, I will encourage everyone to say, come to the stadium, come sing, dance, shout, support the club. It is more important than anything else. I think sometimes we underplay how important, and even on TV and stuff, it looks good. It makes the product more attractive. Right. So again, I encourage everyone to just come and watch the games. I hope I covered most of all of your questions.
You have.
I hope.
Because
Yeah,
you have
thank you.
quite a few. Adiaba, can you unmute your mic?
Yeah, General. Thank you. Mr. Delali, good evening.
Romak, you take the floor after Adiaba, please.
Okay, so quick one. I think I'm very glad we are finally going to have you because it's something I've been championing for long. So thank you in advance. And also being able to create this online store where people can buy from online. It's another innovative idea from your office. I think you've done so well. Now, I want to start from Araras. One, do we have exit plan for them? Because we have Stanley and AJ, who was very talented, but as we speak, I think he's in Tunisia also. He left for free. McCarthy, I heard rumors. I can't confirm that we wanted him back from Dreams. He was from Araras. You other media outlets, and we will copy it on our media platforms and credit them. Meanwhile, we can have the exclusives and then they will copy from us. I think it will be a way of growing our media platform. I have a lot to say, but then let me say this for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the last one, the media side, yes, I think you're right. And Fafa, I hope so you're also taking notes. I think we do. I think we do for most of it. Sometimes though we're not able to, but the idea is that we'll be the main sort of we want our own content, and then from there people can sort of take from there. In cases where it gets a bit frustrating when you've produced a content and a person can just go and download it and then put it on their page, and they're making whatever from it as well. So yes, it's something that we're actually trying to sort of clamp down. On Oras, it's something that I think we've. So again, I don't know about the past in terms of how it was, and I know one or two people came through. Like Hamza came from Oras, right? One of our own. But what we've now put into place a whole recruitment policy that says that every year, at least 2 people should come from Oras into the senior team. So going forward, it becomes something that's set in stone. The coach can go and buy your players, can do this and this, but you reserve 2 spaces for Iras. This, I believe, we have 2 guys who have joined this team, and I think in the first one of the games, Humphrey even played, and Humphrey's come all the way from the under 17s. And again, I'm not sure if people are aware, but FA allows you to register up to, I think, 10 under 17 players, who then for them they can actually come and play in the league anytime. And that's why I think Humphrey's got a chance to play. So yes, now there's a whole plan in place to make sure and the 17s are being promoted to RS and the RS are being promoted. And it also means that if you've been here for Tibia 3 years and you haven't cut in RS, then again, it's okay, maybe it is not the place for you. So then we can look at maybe trying to then sell you to other clubs, again, just because of business, right?
Thank you very much. A very good evening to everybody on this space. Please, am I audible?
Very audible.
Okay. Fafa, I want to go back to a statement Delali made about the streaming. Well, I'm against streaming if there is no proper arrangement. He says something like the product belongs to the FA, but I want to tell him that without the clubs, there will be no product. And one of the key things that clubs all over the world generate is revenue, and they do that mostly from TV rights. And I think that Hearts and probably Kotoko have been taken for granted by the FA for a very long time. And if they keep showing signs of weakness, the FA will rip them off. I'm saying this because if I'm a corporate body, I won't sponsor Hearts of Oak because I won't get the high balls. If I have a product, where am I going to get the product? Is it match days when I'm not getting a lot of people come to the Accra Sports Stadium? Because one, Hearts of Oak don't have a permanent venue. So that in itself will be a challenge for corporate body to come in and say, I have a product, I want to sponsor Hearts of Oak. When you are playing your games and they are on TV, I'll get the eyeballs. If you have a permanent stadium, probably I can get some billboards across. Even if you don't have a permanent stadium, but you have a stadium where you play most of your games, I'll get equal money as the other clubs. So I think that when it comes to TV rights, I don't know. So my question to Delali is it okay with the current arrangement when it comes to TV rights or how the league are being streamed? Because if for nothing at all, even if you're not getting money from the streaming, at least you should get a quality production when an agent wants to look at your player. You get quality highlights. And I like what the House of Folk Media team have been doing for the couple of days, bringing out excerpts from the individual players. That is perfect. But if you play against a team where the production is bad, there won't be any eyeballs. So I think that one of the major ways we can generate revenue, yes, maybe we can talk about match day experience and selling replica jerseys and all that. But all over the world, teams and clubs are generating a chunk of their revenue from TV rights. And the big clubs all over the world have a say in how the money is being shared. Real Madrid, Barcelona would always have a say in how the money is shared, how a Clasico is being broadcast. When you come to England, the clubs that have a lot of their games being shown on TV have money. So yes, the product belongs to the FA. But if Haas say they won't play the league, if Kotoko say they won't play the league, boss, they won't have any league. You guys have the power to make changes in the league. You guys have the power to make the league attractive. And it is something that I think for some time now, you guys are not exerting that power and authority. So Delali, please, I wanted to ask first thing, are you guys okay with how the production of the league is going? Are you happy with how revenue when it comes to TV rights are being shared? Thank you.
Thank you. That's okay. Let me try and unpack this across. So the reason why this meeting even space even got moved to 8 p.m. is because we had a meeting at 4 o'clock with GFA. And again, these are the things that came up. And it's not simply we are happy or no. All the football, managers, we all want to make money for our clubs. We can go and sit there and just say, no, it's not fair. And as I say, it's a different scenario then. But at this point where, it's a bit of a struggle, right? Because at some point when they open up, okay, who wants to come in and show the games? And TV says he didn't want to even show it. That's how bad things got to. You need to first of all take, okay, fine, let's take a step back. How do we make our football better? So that other people can sit in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Dubai, and say, okay, ooh, this month there's a classic will be cost for Ghana 10% share. And they'll take time to watch that game. Because that moment, then we are back to, okay, no, if we are selling our matches abroad and it's huge, then we should get more, we should do this. But right now, no, it has gone a bit too low. So let's recover first. That's what I'm not saying that we should just be like, oh, no, we don't do that. No. Let's recover first. Let's get to a point where there are a lot of good things happening in the league. There's money in the league. And then we know where we stand. So don't worry about that one at all. That one is fine. Your first question, I can't remember your first question. But I'm not sure if you remember what the first question was.
No. But once you've answered this one, I think we are good to go.
Okay.
Let me pick. I think we are almost getting to the 9:30 deadline. J Pizarro. Let me take you.
Papa, good evening. MD, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, Nelson Becker Chinibi. Yeah, my major concern is about view na yesu ewo how to folk no. Mpese mi bisa say benefit ben na yenya efiri mu because the meaning say view no e provide and I say oye ejima bebre. Ebi any the start of the players week in week out your ball matches but very difficult say you who the number of passes your players limit here the number of tackles the number of clearance and the number of duels are making very very difficult say but new ones so your view is not only for your friends video analysis and I say for say you basic or not the actual man for say your view. Secondly, view no so to me eboa ema there the history and matches in the life or no compare 360 camera around all the page the four square of the page view no to me at the amount. But here is the case may team had to folk me who idea the view ni at the and say there's another idea the view ni ya person you
Okay, good one. So on the view, no. So what taught the device now? Not on to the subscription now. I don't say it works. It's something that we've looked into. So okay, then with me I here to make sure say it's working for us nearly. On the streaming, they have already mentioned that one. It's not something that we are able to do in terms of because of how the whole market and the whole situation with the FA is. So no, that one that we can put out for now. But yes, it gives us better way into we'll look into it. But the device is there. The device is there. I see it. We've all seen it. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
My clear or honor intino. I want to bet me a generate is cantino say mobet me a buana yet me a ton players no more and also boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Obe answer that part.
No. So again, I'm saying we are already doing that. So if the offer comes in, that's the offer near a good deal. That one would have a problem. Into the examples I gave, we are aware. If and again, this is what we do all the whole spotlight videos Nadinia and the ideas that we'll keep pushing. And we are talking to other managers like here and there. So we have these players being identified. Eventually we'll start to see that as well. And it might be a time. But no, if the offer comes, the offer is good. Definitely. Yeah. We know.
Nana Kwame Osei-Tutu. You've got the floor, please.
Okay, thank you so much. I'd like to say a good
Welcome.
evening to Mr. Delali and everybody here. My problem has been the narrative, the negative narrative of our club in the media. I feel like Hasselhoff is doing a lot of things, good marketing and everything. I think we are doing so much, but you put on your radio, and there was a previous commenter who talked about our base being very informal. You put on your radio, and there are some people who are always cooking up lies and fake rumors about the club. And I feel that the club is not making any effort to control some of these narratives. For instance, every morning you put on your radio as Asempa, and there's this man I start sitting on cooking up lies every day about the club. And some of these things, our base is very informal. They feed into the fan base. After one or two losses, they go back to these lies and negative vibes, and then it causes a whole lot of chaos about the club. And I feel like there are some sensitive issues about club that we shouldn't be overlooking, because some of these people from this past management, they are fighting the club, and they don't care if our image is bad. It goes to their benefit. And I feel like Kotoko is doing something that we should emulate. They try to control the narrative about their club in the media. So they've appointed communication team members who also go onto these radio stations, radio shows, and try to control some of these narratives. I think that we can control some of these issues from the informal sector. For instance, just to close on this, our recruitment, we bought some players. I got intel that some of the players we approached, our offers were better than our competitors. But these players, out of their personal preferences, chose other clubs like Manolenchi, Lordamwa, who ended up in Kotoko. I got to know that our offers were better than them. But they chose those other teams based on their affiliation to the club or whatever other reason. These are personal reasons. You have no control over them. But you have these people sitting on radio cooking up lies about how we didn't have money and we are broken. And some of these things feed into, the supporters. And I feel we should have a way of controlling some of these narratives in the media. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
All right, Nana, thank you too.
Thank you.
So let's pick another one so that at least we can answer two people with one bed. Nana Kweku Collins, if you can
Yes.
your mic, yeah.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Mr. Dela, please, I want to ask. My question is on the Aroras and the Oak FC. I want to know, I'm most interested in those two groups, the Aroras and the Oaks, but their updates are kind of low. I don't know what's happening, whether you've not assigned media teams to those, the Aroras and the Oak FC, because sometimes when you want information about them, it takes a longer period of time, their highlights, their training sessions. I don't know. So I just want you to tell us what's happening. Is it that you've ignored those, the Aroras and the Oak FC, when it comes to communication and media sort of things? So these are just my questions.
Okay. So I'll take yours first. And a sort of yours, I know we haven't. So we from next season, Aras haven't started their season yet, as well as Oaks as well. So when they start, I will start to actually show the games. So those ones I think we're allowed to, to even try and show them. And the good thing as well, the Women's Premier League, which we want to try and push Oaks to try and get to. Ghana has actually the FA secured deals for them to do start showing a female team and their games on TV. So if we keep pushing Oaks out, very soon again we'll start seeing on TV. But from that point of view, we'll show the Oaks matches live on our House TV. We'll show Aras as well. So again, and we'll show highlights. So media team, for fans you're listening, there's going to be a lot of work coming your way. And again, we've already talked about this before. So once they start, we already know what to do.
I think he actually missed, because today, for instance, we streamed the Oaks ladies game against Epiphany today.
Yes, and also there was one last week against the
Army.
Yes,
Army ladies here.
Again, I know that we're actually doing that now. So going forward, you start to see a bit more. So again, I urge everyone, just follow the YouTube page, the channel. That way you get all the updates and everything else, and whatever's coming. I think what we can do as well is maybe find or have a very proper place where everyone knows, okay, these are the games coming up, whether it's Oaks, Aras, first team, whatever, so they can just quickly have access to the fixture list. So something we can actually work on. But thank you. On the other one, the first question, yes, again, if a player chooses a different club for personal reasons, that we can't do anything, and you're right. But what we can also do is, when we know the truth, and I understand that our communication team has to maybe go and defend and say this, But as fans as well, what do? Right? So we better not be this person or this player, this whatever, and you know that's not the you can equally just say no, that's not true, like quickly. But again, you're right. I think we need to try and have some more people who will be on the radio, or even because I think we were on radio this morning.
Yeah.
Metro TV, I think I sent password yesterday. So
Yeah.
yes,
We're
but
on
again,
Max TV today, and
yeah.
original FM2 today.
Right. So again, we are really pushing on the communication side, and we'll add to it as well when the time is right. Because now if we're gonna stream all our games, Oaks and what's it called, RS, and then we need more people in the back end. So it's a big operation. So again, we talk about Phobia for Life, talk about the rights issue. It's all because we want to try and give you guys as much content as possible. We want to try and show everything. But for is just one person. If I can't be, taking care of the senior team, and I have to now go to watch Oaks, and then from there, sometimes Oaks and RS play at the same time. He can't be in both places. That means we need to expand the team as well. So again, when you talk about these, sort of financial side, it's very important to run in to make sure that you guys all have the best from the club.